in. You don't sound very well.
I'm not. I think I'm dying.
And I hope you find peace.
I don't know too much about peace.
Apparently not. Thanks to that raid you carried out with my angry son. He is now in jail, apparently awaiting death.
I'm sorry.
I suppose I lack the grandeur of a conventional king.
I don't know too many kings.
Colonel Favors. He has already exacted some measure of revenge for the raid. 2 women were assaulted by his men.
I'm very sorry about all of this.
Yes. Sometimes the correct path, the bravest path, is the least obvious, and also the gentlest. I'm a great disappointment to my son.
Your son seems to want a war.
My son thinks there is glory in death. Maybe he's right, but for me, I saw death being handed out so freely by the most foolish of men, I never could equate it with victory. Glory has come in service. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know.
I've killed a lot of people. For a whole lot of dumb reasons.
Get up!
Follow me.
Are you all right back there?
Why are you riding off like that? Anyway, what you were talking about?
So where are we going?
I want to show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing. What is this news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length, but regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much. So what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Come on, we
Can you
must
ride
hurry!
with us? Captain Monroe is leaving soon.
So, I was saying, Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all? I would rather certain actions were taken by friends outside the tribe.
See? What's left of that bridge over
Sure,
there?
I can help.
That's good
I
news.
heard about it being destroyed. Do you know
Come meet me on the reservation whenever
if that
you
was
can.
also my son's doing?
No, I'm pretty sure he had nothing to do with that one.
Well, I fear they will find a way to blame it on us anyway.
Even just a couple hours of your time. Anyway, gentlemen, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you both soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
Enjoy the ride.
See the wolves over there feasting on that horse? Brutality and beauty are both all around us. Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
Yeah! Go on, get out of here!
Good. There was no need to harm them.
Yeah,
Let's
good
go!
girl. Yep.
Come on. Let's stay together. We can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. But don't feel like you have to. It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
know about Dutch?
A little. Mostly what Charles told me.
For years. He was the best man I knew. But he's been unraveling for some time now, and...
Sorry, hold up a moment. That'll have to wait. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here. This is what I was looking for. English mace. Okay, let's continue on. Anyway, you were saying?
But he's been unraveling for some time now, and I ain't sure there's any going back at this point.
So why do you stay?
I'd have been dead by 16 if it wasn't for him. He never gave up on me. It ain't something that's easy to walk away from. And he's got all my money.
It sounds like you have a lot to work out in your own mind.
Dutch has got this crazy plan that if we create enough noise and chaos, we'll be able to escape and go somewhere far away where no one will find us. Eagle Fly's got caught up in there. Now he's in jail.
Sadly, Eagle Flies was ready to fight.
I'm sure Charles will find a way to help him, but I wanted you to know the situation.
Okay. Let me give this some more thought. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
You got no reason to thank me.
Hey, you're okay, girl.
So, conditions are that bad on the reservation?
Yes. This conflict with Colonel Favors and his regiment at Fort Wallace continues to worsen. Many of the elders are sick, and the young feel that any... Wait, stop here. I want to pick some ginseng. We can talk more about this later. This will combine well. Wait there. I'll put these in your saddlebag. Mix these together. They taste awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now. So, yes. Many of the elders are sick, and the young feel that any compromise is an admittance of defeat.
Yeah, compromise ain't an easy thing to learn.
I felt like that once, too. I was there 20 years ago for all the fighting, and I saw where it led. But my people come to me for answers, and I have none. I cannot even guide my own son. It is hard to tell someone who is being treated unfairly not to fight back.
Dutch used to tell me that revenge was a fool's game. But now, feels like he's developed a compulsion for it.
Any action without violence is difficult, especially when my son is involved. But when the intent becomes violence, that's when the cycle begins again.
I've been in that cycle my whole life.
Hurry up, Mr. Morgan. It's best we stay together now.
Yeah. So, conditions are that bad on the reservation?
Yes. This conflict with Colonel Favors and his regiment at Fort Wallace continues to worsen. Wait, stop here. I want to pick some ginseng. We can talk more about this later. Wait there. I'll put these in your saddlebag. Mix these together. It tastes awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now.
So, you were saying?
Yes. This conflict with Colonel Favors and his regiment at Fort Wallace continues to worsen. Many of the elders are sick, and the young feel that any compromise is an admittance of defeat.
Yeah, compromise ain't an easy thing to learn.
I felt like that once, too. I was there 20 years ago for all the fighting, and I saw where it led. But my people come to me for answers. Hey! My people come to me for answers, and I have none. I cannot even guide my own son. It is hard to tell someone who is being treated unfairly not to fight back.
Dutch used to tell me that revenge was a fool's game. But now, feels like he's developed a compulsion for it.
Any action without violence is difficult, especially when my son is involved. But when the intent becomes violence, that's when the cycle begins again.
I've been in that cycle my whole life. I appreciate the herbs, but I think it's gonna take more than that. I saw a doctor and he says I'm in a pretty bad way.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all right. I'll work something out. If I get enough money together, I can always head out west to one of those sanatoriums in California. I still got some options.
Well, I wish you all the best. It's just up ahead. What's happened? No! It can't be. No! They destroyed everything! No, I need to find the Chanupa. Who would do this?
Someone who wanted to enrage you.
Help me look around, please. The Chinoopa is gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clue as to what happened here. What reason would they have?
There's some whiskey here.
Okay, let's continue on. I cannot believe this. More over here. An empty bottle of whiskey.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the Chinoopa. Animals. Oh, there they are. These brave men. Some of Colonel Favor's men. They must have been the ones who did this.
Are you surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
Well, you got land they want. Land with oil.
They moved us here. They've taken everything we had. I signed 3 treaties myself, and they've broken each one. Now they've taken the last hope. Now my people are going to want a war. A war they can't win.
Not if I get it back.
Get it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in, get your Chinoopa, no one will be any the wiser.
Would you do that?
Well, you can't go, they know why.
I don't have any money.
No, I don't need your money.
Please see if they have our sacred items. But try not to hurt anyone.
I'll try to ensure that they never even know I'm there, but actions don't always go the way you plan. What?
Are you not going down there?
Yeah.
You said you were going to look for the Chinoopa.
Yeah.
West Point? Favors never made it. Yeah, I'm sure.
What's wrong with this horse? Hey, I heard something. We got... Huh? Fellas! I'm gonna blast the hell out you.
Come on. On the girl. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Please tell me you found it.
Here. I got your things, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm very sorry about this.
Even sacred things are only things. People, the heart, matter more. Was anyone hurt?
Yes.
It's a bad business. I should not have let you do this for me. But perhaps it will stop a bigger massacre. With these, maybe I can calm my people. Maybe I can calm my son.
I hope so.
Thank you. Take those herbs I gave you, please. And most of all, I hope you can find peace within yourself.
He's a man who, not so long ago, I would have found weak and pathetic. Now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. I would love to help him. Or at least stop Dutch pushing his son to do something real stupid.
Yeah. There, girl.
Yep. 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 Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Fine morning, partner.
Okay, girl. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you there! Think you could help a lady out? My horse up and died on me, twisted my ankle something fierce. Think you could give me a ride?
Yeah, sure. Hop on.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Girl.
You know Emerald Ranch? Mind taking me there?
Yep. Sure.
Glad I ran into you. Huh. I raised that horse, you know. Raised it since it was just a foal.
Oh, losing a horse is hard. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that horse did right by me. Better than my husband, truth be told. That fool, always complaining, but does he do something about it? Man barely lifts his hand to wave the flies away, aside from to lift a drink, of course. Marriage, for me, has been nothing but trouble. But Biscuit, he was a fine animal. Loyal, smart, brave. Didn't take no guff, not from no one. Had one of them mountain boys pull a gun on me once. I was riding up near the Dakota and had stopped by a nice warm patch. Must have dozed off, but I wake up and find some nasty piece of work pointing a rusty shotgun straight at me. Well, he gets wheezing on and I must have made some sort of noise because the next thing I know, Biscuit had nipped his ear clean off. Kicked his hide, too, as he was hollering away. Didn't think a man could run so fast.
Work now. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, had a good laugh on that one. I tell the husband, what does he do? Should have never gone over there, honey, he says. Gee, thanks.
So, you live at Emerald
quit
Ranch
riding
then?
like this. You aiming to knock me off? Hey, what are you doing? Get back on your horse. Okay, just let me off. I'll walk from here. Might as well just have left me to walk. Watch out.
Well, safe travels
Maybe
anyway.
go off. Just can't never get a break.
Girl? Yeah. Come on, girl. Easy, girl. Shh. Hey, easy, girl. Here. Girl. Okay. Girl. Get up. All right, girl. Yep. Yeah. Out of the way!
Hey, what the hell?
Yeah.
I can taste you already. Hey, careful how you go. Can't you see I'm tracking game here?
Okay, sure. Good luck. Shh.
Yep. She's laying a good trail. Who the hell you think you are, huh?
Come on, girl.
Yep.
Mr. Morgan!
Hello. Here I am, as promised.
Captain Monroe.
Of course.
Chief's gone out trying to find medications. It's quite a business.
Yes. Thought we were through with all this.
Well, we are, mostly. Colonel Favors seems to think the natives have broken some promise they never made, and apparently he's punishing them by withholding vaccines sent down by the federal government.
Really?
I was supposed to oversee the administration of the vaccines. Now I hear the wagon's been diverted.
Why would he do such a thing?
To be honest, I truly don't know. They say he didn't have a very good war, so maybe he's trying to start another one.
Is that what you think?
I'm trying to find out, and he knows I'm trying to find out. He'd love to provoke me almost as much as he'd love to provoke these poor bastards.
Meaning?
Meaning that despite the fact that I think he's a horse's ass, he knows I think that. So we're just stuck here trying to make the best of things.
This is the best of things. Children dying of diseases.
No. This is awful.
Where is this wagon? Where can we find it?
I can show you. Supposed to be heading to Wapiti after coming up through Valentine, but it's been diverted south instead.
Come on, Captain Monroe.
Mr. Morgan, we must act with due caution.
Oh, we shall. We surely shall. Now come.
Okay. I think I know a spot where we should be able to intercept it.
Lead the way, Captain. Let's go, girl. So, this Colonel Favors, he knows you're up here helping these people?
Yes. And no. He knows I'm here to produce a report on the situation. I was sent down from the north after all the news of unrest in the region. But I think my presence might be making things worse.
What do you mean?
I worry he's taking some of these actions more to protect himself now. If he can incite more retaliation, maybe he can prove a stronger defense.
Like destroying that shrine.
Yes, and taking their horses. I mean, I don't know if he personally sanctioned any of this or not. This is the other problem. There's a culture now in his regiment. The rot has traveled down the trunk.
Okay. Well, just show me where to find this wagon, and I'll get the medicine for you. You don't need to be involved.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. But I must ask you, please be discreet. We cannot afford more conflict. Especially with Eagle Flies now imprisoned at Fort Wallace. I'm still hoping a meeting can be arranged between Rains Fall and Colonel Favors.
I understand. So I should drop the wagon back at the reservation?
Oh, no. No. You only need to commandeer the vaccine. Stealing those and an army wagon will only make matters much worse.
Okay.
You know, Favors has many flaws, but I don't believe he's callous. More an insecure man at the end of his career trying to cling on to something that's already gone. He fought for the Union in the war, and his record was considered far from illustrious. A failed man is often the most dangerous. Ha! All right. This is the spot I was thinking of. Let's cut up this way.
Sure.
There's a nice vantage point up at the top here.
Yeah, you're all right, girl.
Go! Easy. Okay, let's dismount here. Best leave the horses back a bit. We'll have a good view over the road from this ledge. Mr. Morgan, please. I want to show you which way we'll be coming. The wagon should come along this way.
Okay.
You're a good man, Mr. Morgan, but I fear this task to be a fool's errand.
Well, firstly, I'm a long way from a good man. Secondly, fool's errands are my favorite kind of work.
Fair enough. In that case, I can see we shall be great friends.
May I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why don't you just tell all the folk up in Washington what kind of an idiot Colonel Favors is, and save us all a lot of bother?
Unfortunately, the government doesn't work quite like that.
If you say so.
There. I think that's the wagon.
All right. Get yourself out of here.
Just remember to keep it clean, understand me?
Don't worry, I'm as clean as they come. Not all I do is clean.
Well, good luck.
I'll meet you back at the reservation.
Try not to get yourself killed, Mr. Morgan.
No, I can't promise. Yep.
Yep.
Hey! Look out!
Captain Monroe, I got the medicine.
Oh, wonderful. That's great news, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, well, don't worry. It didn't go too bad.
Oh, I'll have to take your word for that. We could both swing for this.
Yeah, well, I think I'm a little past caring about hanging, Monroe.
Maybe. I just hope Colonel Favors thinks he was robbed by bandits and not...
Oh, no, I'm still a bandit. There ain't no doubt about that.
Of course. Well, I better get to work. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Bandit or not, this was a good thing. Maybe it'll get us both killed, but it had to be done.
I hope so.